मैं स्पीकिंग स्पीकर से आवाज नहीं आ रहा है। आवाज आएगा स्पीकर से।
क्यों इससे क्यों आएगा? हेलो हेलो हेलो।
बिट्टू नहीं आ रहा है।
नहीं आएगा ना? दिस इज दी
ओके
देख लेंगे।
चलो आई थिंक वी शुड स्टार्ट। रोल नंबर 21 क्लास
But do it afterwards when I
UKG.
Huh?
Something is there.
How do I do the volume?
यहाँ पे check inside.
It's already full.
Also no, but like.
I'm starting. Yes. हाँ हाँ. हाँ सुन. तुझसे है तो दिल गया, मेरे सीने से दिल निकल गया. I don't know. सीने से दिल निकल गया. यान किधर है ये तेरा हीरो इधर है. यान किधर है ये तेरा हीरो इधर है. I was singing. Good evening, dear Toastmasters. Before we begin, let's do a quick energy check, right? I have written a small poem and just you have to react to the poem, okay? If you're happy and you want to party, clap your hands. If you're happy, you want to party, clap your hands. If you're happy and you really want to party, then keep clapping your hands. Good evening, dear Toastmasters and my dear guests. My name is Somil and I am the SC of the meeting, which means I am the Sergeant at Arms, which means I'm responsible for making this opening the meeting with high energy. And I hope I have done my job. Now, for the guests who don't know what Toastmasters is, Toastmasters is an international organization which helps people like us to be confident on stage, to become better public speakers, and most importantly, to become better leaders. Now, as every house party has some ground rules, today I will also give you some ground rules for this house party. Rule number 1 is that please make sure that your phone is switched off or in a silent mode. I will give you 5 seconds for that, and just give me a thumbs up once you're done. Adi. Rule number 2, when a speaker is on stage, please avoid talking or any kinds of movement. You're only allowed to move when there is an applause. Talking about sex, religion, and politics is allowed, but in a careful manner. Be mindful because these are sensitive topics. Whenever you are on stage, please follow a fist bump or a handshake protocol. The snacks and the tea will be served during the break. The washroom is in the left-hand side of your left-hand side. Right. Now, it's time to call someone who has served in multiple XCOM roles. Someone who has been SA, someone who has been a VP membership. He has completed his presentation mastery and is the area director of Area I-03. Please help me welcome our presiding officer for today, Mr. Mani Kumar. Mani, 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 Mani.
This is the only step I know. Yes, already the energy is high. Our SA has made the ground rules very tight in a way to applaud yourself and make the party started. Yes. For me, I was still recovering from the yesterday's event where it happened to go to a kingdom in Bangalore. And that kingdom hosted by special prince and princess. Bright Hearts, which got founded through as an extension of HSR Toastmasters. Yesterday was the HSR Toastmasters 500 meeting milestone. And, a shout out to the princess of HSR Toastmasters Kingdom, Toastmaster Tripti. Yes, and also we Bright Hearts were present at that meeting and enjoyed to the fullest. Can I hear a shout out from yesterday's attendees who were there? It was all fun over there and all the milestone celebrations, recalling about the history of HSR Toastmasters. And also there was one president among that, where the president's homecoming, and that's where it was addressed by our founder Akshay over there. Let's hear it for our Akshay as well. There was a very, very special segment happened, which is called Prop a Pair, where 6 Toastmasters Club came on a single stage, the battle. And from our side, there were 2 Bright Hearts who represented our proud Vice President Education members, Toastmaster Sayuj and Toastmaster Aditya. Who've shown us what to do when monkey takes your bag away. And also made a podium finish winning in that competition among 6 clubs and made our Bright Hearts to stand in that podium, on that podium. Let's hear it up for our moving on towards our Bright Hearts Toastmasters. May I see raise of hands from the guests? How many guests in the room or visiting us for the first time? Okay, great. For the benefit of everyone over here, Bright Hearts Toastmasters, which got founded in the year of September 2024. From the start of the year, there was very prestigious recognition from Toastmasters International, and we are so proud to say that both the years we secured the highest recognition, namely the first year, which is President Distinguished, and the second year, which is this current program year. We are proud to say that we are Smigley Distinguished Recognized Club. So to add a bit about what is Smigley Distinguished, it shows about the club quality, how is the education program, how are the members, and how are things happening within the club. This is one of the rating bar, or maybe this is appraisal season. In your office, you must have heard about the KRS, how your managers used to rate your performance. Toastmasters International grades every club through these DCP points, and we secured this 10 out of 10. Though there is a program year of 12 months, but Bright Hearts made its grant of this Smigley Distinguished within 9 months of the program year. That's a great, great, great achievement. And I'm sure Bright Hearts will keep continuing this momentum. And today's meeting is going to be one of that celebration among how we perform the house parties. But today we have something more special going to happen. Before we enter into that special things, may I request any of the guests to come on stage and share about how you got to know about Bright Hearts, what are you looking in this meeting, and what's your name? Yes, sir, please.
My name is Alok Srivastav, and I'm an aeronautical engineer. So yesterday, there was this 500 meeting at our club, HSR1, yeah. And I found something really interesting last day. Like, the thing was, I don't know, I haven't seen any other club's energy as much as Bright Hearts energy there. So, yeah. So that's why I came here on that's why I came here just the next day to. Yeah. Exactly. To see where you guys get your energy from, and maybe I'll take some of your energy too and go back to HSR. Thank you.
Yes, my dear guest, we always love to pass on the new learnings and the lessons, and most importantly, the energy to the club. Yes. So moving on to our next meeting segments, which is we have our new faces or new members who joined onboarded in the last month. And today we are going to official index of those members into our club. To do this, we have a very special member who loves traveling, who loves food, and most importantly, to be with Bright Hearts and make the conversations even more interesting. Do you know who's the Toastmaster? Yes, you're right. Put your hands together to lead this member induction segment to our Associate Vice President Membership, Toastmaster Pooja Barik.
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. That's all. Fellow Toastmasters, it's our duty and privilege to induct two new members into the Bright Hearts Toastmasters Club. This is an important occasion both for these new members and for our club. These individuals have come to Toastmasters seeking to improve their communication skill and leadership skills. And now we have the opportunity to help them learn, grow, and achieve their goals. I will now call on our new members. Please withhold your applause until the ceremony is completed. Our first member is Maria Ali Akbar Merchant, a communication lead and a program manager at HPE with a background in liberal arts from Christ University. She is an avid reader, artist, a jigsaw puzzle enthusiast who loves exploring new hobbies and art forms. Having previously been part of Toastmaster, she joins Bright Hearts Toastmaster to sharpen her speaking skills, challenges herself in a humor and motivational speaking, and grow alongside passionate and inspiring community. Let us welcome Maria Ali Akbar Merchant. Our second member is Shankar Menon, a manager from Global Immigration at EY, who holds a master degree in professional accounting from La Trobe University in Melbourne, Australia. He enjoys playing board games, is passionate about photography, and proudly owns a collection of nearly 300 board games. He joins Toastmaster Bright Hearts to overcome his fear of public speaking and become a more confident communicator in his professional journey. Let me welcome Shankar Menon. Dear members, you are joining a worldwide organization that has helped millions of people learn to communicate more effectively. A member of Bright Heart Toastmaster Club, you will benefit from a proven program of self-development. You will become part of an outstanding group of people who are dedicated to help you one another in a spirit of sharing and enjoyment. Mr. Vice President, Education. Have these new members been given an opportunity to discuss their needs and goals with the club? Have they been told how the Toastmasters program works and informed of many benefits they will receive, as well as the obligation of the membership? Who have been assigned as mentors for these new members? As experienced Toastmasters, you've been asked to help these new members get off to a good start. Do you accept this responsibility and pledge to share your knowledge and experience with these new members so that they can immediately begin to benefit from their Toastmasters membership? Membership in this club and the Toastmasters International is a privilege that carries with it many rewards. Yet, it also places certain obligation upon you. We are a group of people brought together to do things we could not accomplish alone. Our collective obligation is to grow and improve ourselves and to share our knowledge and experience with fellow members in a spirit of enjoyment. This means you must work diligently towards your own self-development, evaluate others' speeches in a spirit of support and sharing, assist the club in reaching its goal, and remain positive. We ask you, our new members, to dedicate yourself to personal growth, to share this great gift with your fellow members, and to help keep this fellow Toastmasters Club strong and dynamic. Please affirm your membership by repeating the following words. So when I say I, you can proceed with telling your names. I, in the presence of my fellow members, of the Toastmasters, Bright Heart Toastmasters, make this a firm obligation to attend meetings regularly and prepare fully for each assignment, to apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters education program, to participate actively in club activities, to evaluate others in a positive, constructive manner, to build open, friendly relations with my fellow Toastmasters, and to bring others new member into the club, so that they can also gain the benefit of Toastmasters. Would all club members please repeat our club's pledge to our new members? Can you all please stand up? We, the members of the Bright Hearts Toastmaster Club, pledge to support you in your quest for self-development, to provide you with positive, helpful evaluations, to maintain a friendly, supportive atmosphere, to give you opportunities to help others, and to make your Toastmasters membership a rewarding and fulfilling experience. Welcome to the family. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pooja, for that wonderful membership induction, and a warm welcome to Toastmaster Maria as well as Toastmaster Singter. Let's hear it up for them. So now we will move on to our meeting, which is meeting number 22. I would like to declare this meeting open. Today's meeting theme, the art of house partying. When I entered into Bright Hearts Toastmasters, I got to join 2 house parties, one hosted by a single, another hosted by a couple. And these 2 house parties, the single or both, I think members all know it. So, what's the most essential thing is that I'm so thankful to them for hosting that house parties, where it has made many Bright Hearts to come under one roof, which always I created a new dream in myself. When I take a new home, I want to call the house party with all the Bright Hearts. That is what the Josh it has created within me of house party. I thought house partying is all about coming together, maybe doing some chit chat. But when I met our today's Toastmaster of the day, who is going to take us and teach us with new varieties how a house party can be even more colorful, as you're seeing today's venue with all the lights, the flashy and sparkle decors. There are even more segments over here. To conduct this and take this meeting forward, we have that special Toastmaster whom you already got to know the introduction. I would like to call her as not about the professional program manager of HP, but today's one program manager of today's HP, today's house party. Yes. So put your hands together in welcoming our flashy red color timer card in the past meeting, who represented herself in full red color. And today she's coming on stage and take this meeting forward. Put your hands together for our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Miriam.
Yeah. What is this song?
It's your song.
I chose my song. I don't dance. I had picked the song O Maria, O Maria. This is not O Maria, from Sagar, because people tease me. But very good afternoon, Bright Hearts Toastmasters! Can I hear some noise? This is not the house party that I was invited to, because my first house party, hosted by the Patnayaks, which graciously they had prepared all the snacks, they had everything set. I couldn't stay for the evening. I felt so bad that I said, you know what, I'm going to make it up to them and bring the house party to Bright Hearts. So we need to bring the same energy today to this meeting, the same one that you bring on a Friday evening when you're done with work, when you're done with everything and you're ready for the weekend. So for that, I need all of you, each and every one of you, to make some noise. And to make it fun, we are going to divide ourselves into 2 factions, like Divergent. So how many of you are the partiers? Honestly, you just want to go enjoy the party. Okay, so you guys are one team. And how many of you are the planners? You know, you'd rather plan the party and, oh, we just have 2 planners. Just 2 planners? Everybody else just wants to attend parties? So you, okay, fine, we'll make it easier. Akshay is one leader, Aditya is one leader. So can I request Akshay to stand on one side, Aditya on the other side? So house party rules, you need to have fun. The essay started with all the washroom and phone and all of that. You can remember that, but forget everything else. You need to have fun and make some noise. So we're going to very quickly, all the people that want to be on Akshay's team, go to Adi's team. Yeah, we'll just split it into half. Split it into half. The folks on this side, you're one team. Adi, this is your team. Just brief your team members. Tell them they need to have fun. They need to be the loudest folks. I think this side has more people. So can we get you guys, Mani, Alok, to come to this side? And okay. So on the count of 3, Akshay's team versus Adi's team, you guys need to show your party spirit however you want to do it. Okay? So starting with Akshay's team. Akshay's team, can I hear some noise? Adi's team, do you have an answer? Akshay's team? Together, all together, let's start this party! All right. So all of you must have, Akshay and Adi, you guys can take a seat with your teammates. You guys must have got a note reminding you of your school days, which had your name, subject. So I'd request you to fill it up and also write down one thing, one key personality trait that you have. That people, you know, if I were to say Somil, I would say fun. So one word that defines you. That was the first word that came into my mind. So just take a moment, write down one word. If you've written your name already, you can leave that name there and also write the adjective that you assign to your name. Yeah, we have them here. So if you haven't received the sticker, so while you do that, I will explain what Toastmasters really is. So for all the guests here, Toastmasters started 101 years ago. We're celebrating our 101st year. It was started by a man who was the life of the party, Ralph C. Smedley, but he saw that other people were not. So he wanted to give them a few tips and tricks on how they could be better communicators and then eventually leaders. And also it became a networking platform. And as we see today, we're here to network and have some fun in this house party. So that's the history of Toastmasters. And this legacy continues to this day, where you are in one of these flagship Toastmaster meetings. And for 101 years, we followed the same format, but we haven't gotten bored yet. That means there's either something wrong with us or there's something special about Toastmasters. And that is what we are going to be experiencing today in today's house party. So our party is going to be divided into 3 fun segments. The first is the toast part of it, where we will have 3 people, the 3 people that come to your party and they just want to talk. They just want to share their feelings. They just want to talk about some subject. And there's a group of folks there listening to them. Those are our prepared speakers. We have 3 speakers today, all prepped and ready to dazzle you with their speeches and moves. And then we have our table topic session. And that is really the fun part of every party, where you go ahead with the games, truth or dare, 20 questions and other games that I will not talk about on this stage, but we will probably talk about after the party. And finally, we have the evaluation section, and that is the after party, where you talk about, you know what, that in that party when Arna said that to me, I felt so good because she complimented me, and that was the best feeling ever. So the after party, the evaluation segment. And this is going to be led by none other than the beautiful, the dashing, the very, very young and bright. Let's make some noise for Arna, our general evaluator.
I would like to thank Maria for the excellent song choice. Not for me, but for everybody. And welcome to this lovely house party planned by Maria. I will be that one guest, critiquing choices and trying to make the party more fun and hopefully being able to. When I think about house parties, I'm reminded of this one incident where one of my friends, her aspiration in college was to host a huge party. We wanted internships and jobs. She wanted a huge party. And I was tasked with arranging the alcohol because I have the most chill mom in our friend group. So I I dutifully delivered the beer to one of my friend's places. And she kept it in her room. Now the problem was she needed to transport that beer. Now you can't walk with a six-pack through the front door of your house. She lived in 3-floor house. She lived on the top floor. Her parents lived on the second floor. The first floor was for the grandparents. So we had multiple hurdles to get through. We came up with a genius plan, as we are genius teenagers. And we just wrapped the six-pack in wrapping paper and just told them that it's a wonderful gift for their parents. And we walked out the front door. Now I tell you the story just to remind you that you will also be having a genius team behind you to help you get away with anything you want on the stage. With that, I would like to introduce my tag. I'll start with the timer, Toastmaster Nivedita. No.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So I know everybody has come for a house party. When it's an actual party, you want it to continue as long as possible, want to go without the knowledge of what happened in the party exactly, enjoy, have fun. But in Toastmasters, we do need to have a cutoff time. So I will be your timer for today. So as timer, my role is to keep a time on all the segments, and I will be noting down the time taken by each role player. So I have 3 cards in my hand, which will help me with the same. Just yeah. So coming to the prepared speech sections, the prepared speeches have 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, I will be showing the green card. So the speakers, please keep an eye out for this. At 6 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. And post that, you do have a 30 seconds grace period. Once I ring the bell, you need to stop at whichever place you are in. And coming to the table topics, you have 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes, I'll be showing I'll be showing green card at 1 minute. At 1.5 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll be showing the red card. So table topics will have 1 to 2 minutes. And coming to the evaluation section, you will have 2 to 3 minutes. So evaluators, please look out for the green card at 2 minutes. At 2.5 minutes, you will have the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, you will be shown the red card. So all of you will have a grace period of 30 seconds, but please make sure that once the bell rings, please stop your speeches. Thank you. And once called upon by the general evaluator, I will come up to present my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nivedita. Next, we have our counter, which is Toastmaster Badri.
What do you guys think? Whether I'm going to do a party? No, it's not. I'm going to spoil the party. Today, I'll be your angry neighbor. I was peacefully enjoying my Sunday, and I heard that there is some house party going on by the Bright Arts, to the next door. Everything seems to be fine at first. It was conveyed well. And then I knocked the door. People were so cheerful. People shared their own stories, and they were very expressing their joyful moments and everything. But I found one thing. Earlier, I was an angry neighbor. After I noticed this, I became the party police. I noticed some party violations happened. So I'm gonna note all the violations in my party violation report, and I'm going to give the final report at the end. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Badri. Next, we have the grammarian, Toastmaster Nikhil.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
As your grammarian this evening, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers. I will take note of any improper language as well as outstanding words, thoughts, quotes, sayings shared today. But before I introduce the word of the day, let me take a moment to toast to today's theme, the art of house partying. You know, a great house party and good communication aren't so different. The right words are the good vibes that keep the energy alive. And just like the magic that happens when the right people fill a room, the right words, when spoken well, can do exactly the same. So today I'll be listening closely, not just for how we speak, but for moments where language truly becomes life of the party. And every great party deserves a signature drink. Ours is the word of the day, which is convivial. It means relating to or fond of feasting, drinking, and good company, cheerful and friendly in festive atmosphere. Some example of the usage is every great house party has one secret ingredient, a convivial host who makes everyone feel right at home the moment they walk through the door. The laughter, the snacks, the games, today's meeting has all the makings of a truly convivial gathering. I encourage all the speakers to use the word of the day, and I'll present my report when called upon by the General Evaluator. Thank you.
As a quick reminder, when somebody on stage uses the word of the day, let's please encourage them with a thumbs up from everybody in the audience. Now, we have a very special role taker. As every party has its ups and downs and surprises, our special role taker today will be Toastmaster Pragya.
Pragya, 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 Pragya. Okay. Before describing my role, I have a small announcement. And sorry for spoiling the party. But this is my last time on this stage. And this is the last time I'm taking this role. And this is the first time I'm lying on this stage. So, when I took this role, I was actually sad. I mean, I was really sad because I never lie. And this is the second time I'm lying on this stage. So you all got it. I am the bluff master for the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Every party, we have food, we have friends, and we have so many stories. Some of them are true stories, but most of them are fake stories. So today, I am gonna be the listener for the day. I'll listen carefully each the stories that the speaker are gonna tell us. And I'm gonna judge your listening skill by the end of the meeting, when I'll tell you few sentences and you have to identify whether it is a party bluff or whether it is a party fact. Okay? So get ready and use your listening skill. I'll be back on the stage when called upon. Thank you. Woo.
I don't know about anybody else, but the heart attack that Pragya just gave half of the audience. So now that we are all set to party, I would just like to introduce a small surprise. This is Sparkles / Bubbles / Tony / Toto / Arna. And you will be seeing more of this unicorn later. Let's address the question. No. With that, I would hand the stage back to the TMOD and be back at the end of the meeting.
Thank you so much, Arna and Sparkles / Bubbles / Toto / also Arna. Our general evaluator has very much set the tone for this party. And to get this party started, the first rule about having a party is to have fun. But the fun does not start with the games, it starts with you. Because any great house party, you need to be there, you need to be present, and you also need to bring in that spirit. So to just, before we start our toast section, the prepared speech section, he's having a party right there. I would request 4 volunteers, 2 from Akshay's team and 2 from Adi's team. And preferably if there was one guest part of that, if we can just really quickly come onto the stage. Woo! So Akshay, from team Akshay, we have Saujanya and Ilango. And from team Adi, we have Shreya and Jorvin. So, players, please enter your arena. I request you guys to stand around the cups. Yes, there are 3. Okay, so very quickly, rule of the game. You need to get your team to win. You guys need to cheer your teammates. So you need to really push them. And your aim is, I will be saying words which are coordinated to your body parts. So if I say head, you need to touch your head. If I say hand, you need to touch your hand, other hand. If I say leg, you have to touch your leg. The moment I say cup, you need to snatch the cup. And that's why, Ilango, there are only 3 cups. Snatch it. You need to take it. One person will not have the cup, and unfortunately, that person is disqualified. Simple? Simple enough?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys, what's your job?
Cheer.
What's your job? What's your job? To win. All right? All right, let's start. Head, shoulder, knees, toes, head, shoulder, knees, chin. Head, shoulder, cheeks. Head, shoulder, player Ilango has been disqualified. All right. So let's put down the 2 cups. So it's the ladies, the 3 Powerpuff Girls. We have 1 player left from Akshay's team, but Aditya's team is still running strong. All right. Head, nose, eyes, cheeks, chin. Body parts, guys. Shoulder, legs, cup. Durman has been disqualified. Can we hear someone for our volunteers? So we have 2 guests that the stakes lie on our 2 guests. We have Shreya and Saujanya. Saujanya from Akshay's team and Shreya from Adi's team. Let's hear it. All right. Shoulders, knees, cheeks, chin, nose, head, chin, cheeks, ears, shoulder, legs, cup. Thank you so much. Round of applause for the winning team. That is Akshay's team. Akshay's team, you guys get 1 point. The cup is your point scoreboard. And yes, and the winning team. So you have to try harder throughout this meeting. The winning team will get something special.
You should just give it to us now.
Adi's team, no response. Adi is sitting in Akshay's team. Your leader is sitting at the team. Very nice. All right. So getting back to our toast section, we'll now start with our prepared speeches. And to introduce our first evaluator, evaluating the first speaker, please make some noise for the first disqualification of the cup game. I'm so sorry. He is the foodie at the party. He's there for the food. Please welcome Toastmaster Ilango!
Thank you, Swami. Welcoming with enjoy energetic song. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, my dear guest,
Good evening.
and special good evening to my target speaker. He is going to attend level 1, project 2. The purpose of the speech is to learn basic method of speech writing with defined purpose. Timer, note down the speech timing would be 5 to 7 minutes. With that, all the best to my target speaker. Back to.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ilango. And our first speaker, the lyric that resonates with him, this is the song he dances to when he's at a party. What a beautiful world out there for me now to see it. Let's put our hands together for our first speaker of the day, Toastmaster Ravikant! Woo! Ravi, 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 Ravi.
Thank you. See, I picked that song because I don't need to dance.
All right. So, Toastmaster Ravi, a recipe for the soul, a recipe for the soul, Toastmaster Ravi.
Let me first start with a question. What makes the food truly tasty and memorable? Let me pick some guys. Somil, what's your answer? What makes the food truly tasty and memorable? Oh, very great answer. Anjarika, what's your answer? Badri? Cooked by my mom. Great. So my opinion slightly matches with the answers of Somil and Badri. So basically, according to most people, not just the people here, great ingredients and cooking style make the food truly tasty and delicious. But I believe there is an invisible ingredient which makes the food truly wonderful, but we often quite overlook it. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, a very good evening. According to me, a meal becomes tasty and memorable not just based on the ingredients and cooking style, but it depends on the situation you are in, emotions you are going through. It depends on who is serving and how affectionately they are serving. The reason is, if you serve a very great, most aromatic, heavenly Hyderabadi chicken biryani to someone who is already full, that biryani won't be the best meal for them. But if you could serve a simple curd rice to someone who has been starving since many days, to them,
That simple curd rice tastes like an absolute divinity. Food is not just an chemistry, it's an emotion. And I relate to that a lot. Back in my college, right after COVID-19, we were asked to come back to the college and attend offline classes. We were so excited. We thought we were returning freedom. We were wrong. Even though the classes resumed normally, the rules were incredibly strict. We were not allowed to go outside of the college. We were not allowed to order any outside food. We had to rely completely on the mess menu itself. And that too, they even stopped serving the paid items. That was so frustrating. And because of these restrictions, that frustration reflected in everything in other aspects of my college. And for some reason, our mess contractor had a deep romantic relationship with potatoes. It wasn't just a normal relationship, it was an obsession. There was a potato hiding in the every breakfast. There was a potato swimming in the afternoon dal. There was a potato ruling the entire plate during the dinner. At that point of time, I was convinced that if we had asked them for an ice cream, they would have served us a scoop of mashed alus with a cherry on top of it. It was just an endless, tasteless, ruthless 50 shades of potatoes. I completely lost my appetite. I was completely surviving on breakfast, entirely ghosting lunch and dinner. I lost 12 kilos in just 3 months. Like literally my clothes started hanging off my body. These days, the baggy clothes became a trend, right? Everyone in Bangalore wearing a lot of baggy clothes. But I accidentally started the trend back in college entirely out of pure starvation. And during those miserable months, I finally realized why in every single Imtiaz Ali movie, there is a dramatic scene in which the main character eats the food far away from home and suddenly starts weeping. I had those breakdown moments a lot of times during those months. And then finally, my college granted me a special permission to return home. The moment when I was walking through the door of my home, my mother looked at me. Her face completely dropped. She was heartbroken to see my physical transformation. See, I had left the home as a fluffy, round, healthy potato. But I returned as a lean, dry, withered potato. After receiving me, she went inside the kitchen. She walked out with a simple steel plate. On it was steaming hot white rice, a generous amount of dal, a golden spoonful of ghee. And right beside it, there lies the crown jewel of Telugu household, the avakaya mango pickle. She didn't just hand me the plate. She sat right beside me. She mixed the food with her own hands. And she started hand feeding me. The moment that food touched my tongue, something broke inside me. I didn't just taste the tang of the mango or the warmth of the ghee. I tasted home. I tasted the unconditional love of my mother. And right at the dining table, tears started rolling over my cheeks. And my dear friends, without any doubt, that's the best single meal I ever had in my life. The items which she served are incredibly simple, but the boundless affection which she served made the plate absolute divine. So, dear friends, whenever you sit for a meal at your home, don't just look at the ingredients in the food. Look at the hands that prepared them. Notice the care that went into it. Because I truly believe for the ultimate recipe for the soul, there are only two simple main ingredients. One is a little bit of hunger, and the other is a whole lot of love. Thank you. Back to the theater.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravi, for that very heart-touching story on how the two ingredients that you need, hunger and a lot of love. The story reminded me of my time when I, after a long tumultuous journey, come back home and we just have home cooked food. So really well done, Toastmaster Ravi, on bringing us all to that place. I felt like I was there with you on that table, enjoying that very simple yet hearty meal. Moving on to our next Toastmaster, the person who's going to give a toast, give us a speech. Before I introduce our speaker, I will introduce the evaluator. Now, this is somebody who, when I see, I get a smile on my face. He is the life of every party, not because he's the loudest one there, but because he is the one that will give you that smile just by his presence and his innocence, which is just a mask, is what his sister would say. So please give a round of applause for our second evaluator, Toastmaster Priyansh. Priyansh.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Today, my target speaker is going to attempt level 2, project 2 from the project presentation mastery. The purpose of this project is for the member to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how they use non-verbal communication when delivering a speech. With that, I wish all the best to my target speaker.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyansh. And to introduce our second speaker, he is somebody who starts off pretty quiet and spends most of his time observing people like a wallflower. But then, once the drinks start flowing, he suddenly transforms into somebody who's happy to dance and have a good time. I hope you don't need some drinks to start dancing on the stage. Please welcome Toastmaster Sumit. Toastmaster Sumit, one relative, unlimited questions. One relative, unlimited questions. Toastmaster Sumit.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest.
Good evening.
We all have one relative in our family, not very close, not very distant. You can find them at weddings or family function. In my circle also, there is one relative. Very sweet, very caring, very genuine. But the problem is, when you meet him, it is not like having a conversation. It is an interview. I remember attending one such wedding 2 years back. I'm standing silently in the corner, having golgappa, trying hard not to make eye contact with anyone. Indian weddings are very dangerous. You go there to have free food, and people start asking you free questions. I'm still silently standing in the corner, trying to have my golgappas. I hear somebody tap on my shoulder. I ignore for the first time. Then one more tap. I look back. I see a person. He looked familiar. Oh, he's the uncle that I was talking about. I turn to him, extend my hand to greet him. Hi, uncle. How are you? Long time. Hi, beta. Nice to see you. How are you doing? Where are you these days? Uncle, I'm in Bangalore. I'm working with a tech company. Been there for like 4 years now. Oh, that's really nice. So, when are you getting married? Now, When he asks this question, I get irritated a little bit. But I have to maintain my parents' image. So I stay quiet with a fake smile. Uncle, I met recently someone through Jeevan Sathi. We have been talking for like 1 month. Let's see. Let's see. If everything goes well, then maybe in next 6 months, I will also get married. The uncle seems satisfied. He moves to the next question. So finally, you will also get settled. Okay. So do you have any properties in Bangalore? Any investments you make? Now, when the uncle asks me this question, I think to myself, why does he care about my investments or if I have any properties or not? Does he have to get his daughter married to me? But again, I have to maintain my composure, my demeanor. I say to him, not uncle, I'm looking at few avenues, still trying to explore like where to invest. The Q&A session carries on. Now the question moves to AI. Beta, what do you think? Will AI take our jobs? Now, when the uncle asks question related to AI, all the people around me become silent. They are waiting for me to answer. They are waiting for me to diffuse the situation. I feel like the official spokesperson of OpenAI. I have to salvage it. I try to answer diplomatically. No, uncle, I don't think so. Maybe some of the repetitive jobs will go away. Like it happens with every revolution, some new jobs will come out. And most importantly, people who will be adaptable will survive. They will always find a way. It seems like a safe answer, foolproof answer. Nobody can argue against this. But uncle is not satisfied. He says, no, beta, tell me honestly. I hear every day this company has laid off so many people. These companies planning to lay off. What do you think will be the future of our children? Can you suggest some courses, or do you think even any job will survive? Now, when uncle is asking this question, I realize a few things. When we are kids, the same relative asks us question because they are curious. They are worried about us. But now they are asking this question because they trust us. Probably because they believe we have more exposure. Since we live in tier 1 cities, we are used to the job environment. Now life is relatively simple for me. Now I am married. So uncle cannot ask me such questions. But now I have become that uncle. Whenever I go to my hometown, kids call me uncle, and I see myself asking the same questions. Which class are you in? The report card, it doesn't show, your progress is not well. So have you decided anything? What are you planning to become in future? I recently attended one wedding. I saw a kid having an ice cream. As soon as he looked at me, he started running away. In that moment, I saw my younger self. But over time, I've understood a few things. These questions, be it about career, wedding, growth, investments, these are their way to understand us. Even today, that uncle calls me. He will ask me how I am doing, how my wife is doing, if I have any tips for the children. Now I have started enjoying this conversation. I understand behind every question they ask, there is love, care, and trust. Probably that is what adulthood is. Trying to figure out life while still trying to understand AI. Perhaps that is what family is. So, whenever you are at a wedding or some family function, and you happen to run into one of these uncles, take a pause. Finish if you are having that Golgappa first.
And instead of trying to avoid the uncle, try to have conversation with him. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sumit, for reminding us of the simple joys of life, how our life is a full cycle. You know, you are the one running away from the uncles and then you end up becoming the uncle. And auntie in my case, I still remember the first time a kid called me auntie. I was like, who are you talking to? Who, auntie? I am your age. Not really. But that feeling of, okay, this is adulthood. Our speakers today talked about that, with Ravi starting with how when you are away from home, adulthood kicks in. You have to fend for yourself, eat your own meals, make your own meals, eat in the mess hall, and then you find yourself becoming the uncle. And maybe our third speaker will touch on something even further or not. That's up to the third speaker. But before I introduce our third speaker, to evaluate our speaker is somebody who is like the quiet person that sits there in the corner sipping his wine. I don't know why I see him holding a cup of wine, a glass of wine. He is the most composed one, the one who we all want to hear more from. So put your hands together for our third evaluator, Toastmaster Deepak. Deepak, Deepak, Deepak,
Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guest. As I use. So the purpose of this project is to apply mentoring skills during a long-term mentoring commitment, around 6 months. So the speaker is a mentor for 6 months or someone. And purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of his or her experience as a mentor. So pathway is mentorship program, and this is speaker's second speech. With that, I wish all the best to the speaker. Oh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak, for laying out the ground rules.
I'm sorry.
And to introduce our third speaker, she was the one I mentioned briefly at the start, the first house party I had been to, the Patnayaks. She is somebody full of life. I'm looking for some of the moves that she has promised last week at her Zumba dance class that she probably learned. And she put out a challenge for me to choose one song. And I said, Devsha, who are you talking to? I'm the auntie here. I will choose the best song for you. So without further ado, please put your hands together for Toastmaster Devsha.
Hello, hello. Did you say now yellow, yellow?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Devsha, for setting the stage on fire.
And my songs are changed. Only the witnesses in the role takers group would know.
All right. So, Toastmaster Devsha, Om Shanti Om, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. Om Shanti Om, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, Toastmaster Devsha.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. How many of you have mentored someone? And how many of you, midway through mentoring, realize these are all scenes of a big movie. For me, it was Om Shanti Om, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. Those who haven't watched it, it's basically a Shah Rukh Khan movie where his love interest dies in a tragic fire, and that becomes the precedent for his dramatic rebirth. All set with me? Right? In that movie, there's a wonderful famous dialogue. Picture abhi baki hai mere dost. And I realized that's the motto of my protege. Whenever I thought the story is calm and composed, there will be a different role, same energy, and new chaos. And this was the journey of my mentorship, Pathways mentorship program. I thought when I'll start, I'll be inspiring, I'll be graceful, but like every Bollywood movie, there was a plot twist. Guess what? My protege was an MBA graduate, confident, articulate, and extremely polished. I thought, why does this man even need Toastmasters? You know, that type, you ask them, how was your day? And they reply, yeah, Deepsha, I leveraged cross-functional stakeholders alignment. That's how my day was. So yes, communication wasn't the issue. But as we interacted more, I realized it wasn't communication at all. It was about executive presence, on how he showed up, how he interacted with stakeholders, how he influenced situation. And that became the base of our mentorship journey. And naturally, as an HR, I added structure, goals, check-ins, periodic reviews. And I think my protege would have thought that he is in another appraisal review cycle. Now, we started working on interpersonal influence. And Toastmasters became the rehearsal studio. And that's where Om Shanti Om, scene 1, timer, scene 2, sergeant at arms, and scene 3, the speeches. Scene 1, timer. He took up the role of a timer and he overshot time. The timer even couldn't control time, my God. And on the side, I was praying, Om Shanti Om Deepsha, maintain your calm. But lesson learned from scene 1. Intent was good, but there was sheer lack of respect for time. Scene 2, sergeant at arms. This time he wanted to experiment with decibel meter. In theory, brilliant. In reality, it collapsed like Shanti in the fire. Again, I was chanting, Om Shanti Om, Om Shanti Om, Om Shanti Om. The HR in me was kicking out. Go, fix the flow. Go, restore the chaos. Manage everything. Because as mentor, we feel responsible for everything that happens at that time. But this time, I controlled myself. I stayed calm and watched him handle the situation patiently. So this time, it was not about control. It was about letting go. To take a step back and let the situation unfold. Scene 3, the speeches, especially the holy speech. So while this time, he was always going out of time, his experiments were failing. Point noted there. So we started preparing more and tested every experiment. And boom, like Om, he was reborn. He threw colors, scared people, embraced chaos, and transformed on the stage. From structured speaker, he became an expressive performer. Outside Toastmasters, we discussed on corporate conflicts, stakeholder relationship management, something like how to influence people without escalating, how to respond without any friction, and gradually we started seeing calmer responses and visible initiatives. Parallelly, I realized one thing. Mentorship is not like teaching. It's just like Om Shanti. not the movie, the mantra. You still stay calm and try to maintain the peace in chaos. There were a lot of challenges. Scheduling calls, constant explanation. I will ping him sometimes, he'll ping me later on. But we still leveraged WhatsApp. Converse during commute, while he is on bus, while I am on travel. Even there were constant reminders and conversations like, dude, I think you need to be within the time limit. The decibel meter experiment, the idea is good, but it needs a little bit more thought. Please think about it. The speech, I think you should rehearse it once again, right? And with all of that in the background, a man who was hesitant before, who was extremely structured, is now someone who's not ready to experiment, leads in difficult situations, and even give compelling speeches, not just in Toastmasters, but also in his office premises. All in all, I had my biggest learning there. Growth is not forced. It happens through experiment, through patience, through practice, and giving each other time and space. There will be times when the timer will overshoot the time. Sometimes even the biggest experiment will fail. Sometimes the mentor will question all life choices. And with that, if still the mentor and the mentee show up, keep learning, that unfolds a beautiful story. Om Shanti Om. And that is what mentorship is. And mentorship is always picture abhi baki hai mere dost. The movie is not yet over. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Debsha, for teaching us the subtle art of mentorship, which requires a lot of perseverance, a lot of calm, a lot of shanti, and that the picture truly is never ending. Those were our three fantabulous Toastmasters giving us their toasts during this party. And now that we've started on with the fun, the first fundamental of how you can host or be part of a house party, we move on to the second part, which is to be the life of the party. How do you make connections? Because a party is not just about sticking with your friend that you came with, who you're sitting next to, and you just talk to them. It's about making new friends. And in order to do that, I've made it a little easier for you, but also added a gamification in that. You all must have got a chit which says BHT House. If you haven't got one yet, please do collect it from me. Here you go. And behind this is a small, very easy task which you need to do during the break. And to make it easier for each of you, the name and adjective that you had written, please make sure you have it on your any place that is visible for a stranger to come up and talk to you. Because the first thing that you need when you want to talk to somebody is to know their name. And I've made that easier because all of you will have that name tag. If you don't have one, we have them here on the table. Just take it, write your name in bold, introduce yourself, and finish the challenge. The person who finishes their challenge first, that team gets a point. So if that person is from Akshay's team or Akshay himself does the challenge, team gets a point. The most people, if we see there are more people from Akshay's team who did it during the break, great job, Akshay's team gets the point. More people from Adi's team, they get the point. So Adi's team is already prepped up. The challenge is, there are three colors. So you might have got a purple one, your heart in the bright heart would have been purple, or green or blue. Now the green and blue, maybe if it's ambiguous, you can hold it up against the light. But if it's a purple, that basically means you need to get a reaction out of somebody else. If it is a green color coded one, it is to get somebody to say something. And if it's something with the color blue, they need to do the action. We will continue this challenge until the end of the meeting. So at the end of the meeting, the most number of people from each team that has completed that challenge wins. this is my challenge to you. Utilize this time because the core of a party is to make friends, to make connections, to go out of your comfort zone. So we will take another, I think, a 10-minute break. And voting is open, so you can head on to BHTM Vote 1. So just type down bit.ly/BHTM Vote 1 and vote for the best speaker. So I repeat bit.ly/BHTM Vote 1. Everything in lower caps. If you need help, we do have our XCOM here that can help you with the link. And then we'll break very quickly for 10 minutes and we'll meet again at 5:40.
If anyone wants to start, yes.
If you have any doubts about the challenge that you have to do, you can ask me if you need any clarification. But you cannot tell anybody. Number of people who finish from that game. Because, I mean, come on, if we're not honest, then we're not adults. Plus, when you do it, there will be people who will be proof of it. But you cannot explicitly say this is part of the challenge, or if it is very evident, then you're disqualified.
6 is like I have to shout out the name. Shout.
This is cheating, you guys. Oh, this is not.
What's my name? What's my name?
I'm a deliberate. We have two responses, so I think we get at least 20 responses. You guys can head for the try and start with your time.
My phone is dead.
What? How is it? No way.
Did someone look at their phone without asking me?
I know.
You didn't.
What do you think? How many times the cards are going to sit there?
Well, that doesn't nothing all of it.
Their seats, please. Let's start in the next 30 seconds.
30.
Already over.
29. 28.
27. 26.
25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, everyone. And one small reminder to all of you that whenever someone uses the word of the day, which is convivial, please give a thumbs up. Okay. So,
Woo!
Guys, we have had such a convivial party today. Oh, yes, we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you, guys, and over to you, Maria.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Manju. And very quickly, a count of how many people have finished their challenge. All right. So very quickly, you still have time until the end of the meeting to finish your challenges. And without further ado, let me introduce somebody who, when asked what is her party personality, she said that she's somebody who is a person who is in the background, may not say much, but if you hear a loud laugh, that's probably her. Let's put our hands together for Toastmaster Wiba! There she is. Let's give her a round of applause. Wiba!
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. When I first heard today's theme, that is the art of house party, and I came to remember my childhood memories from cousins' night stay. So basically, my cousins planned a night stay to just have a chit chat and sleep after that. But that never happens because one brings snacks endless and that to munch whole night. The other one clicks selfies all night, and the other cousin will be showing off all her clothes as a fashion show in the middle of the night, and one will be forcing the other cousins to make reels and do weird stuff. So that's truly a convivial house party for me. Now let's come back to the table topic section, where I will be giving you a topic and you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes spontaneously. I encourage the speaker who will be coming on the stage, please use the word convivial. And first, I would like to invite from the Toastmaster members. Can I get a raise of hands? Can I get a raise of hands from members? Sayuj. Yeah.
Whenever she gets on stage, she makes me dance.
Sayuj, your topic is what food item disappears first at every party? What food item disappears first at every party?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. It all depends upon which party it is. The kids' party, that's where most of my time goes looking after the kids. It's the cake that disappears. In Akshay's party, it's the whiskey that goes missing. Half of the whiskey is there, the other half is here. So, but that is what party is all about. It's having fun, being with friends, building the camaraderie, and enjoying the time together, and then realizing that in the morning, damn it, why did I party? I have to go to work today. So that's the fun part of the party. Thank you.
Thanks, Sayuj. Now can I get a raise of hands from guests? Yeah, please come. The topic is, if your house party had a theme, what would it be and why? If your house party had a theme, what would it be and why?
Can I get something else? I'm not having anything in mind. Can I get some other another topic?
Another topic?
Yeah.
This one.
Nothing is gonna. Actually, I never done such kind of house party where we have some kind of theme or something. So generally, the way I party is I call up my friends and then we just have few drinks and then we talk on a lot of things. Okay. Okay. So it's like we do deep talk about some things and we discuss about life, how it is going, what they are planning to do in the careers or whatever. What is the next trip they are planning to do? All those things. What we have done in the last trip, what we are planning to do in the future trips. All those things we generally discuss. And what is the status of the relationships? Okay. So how it is going, and are they meeting someone new or yeah, these kind of things we generally discuss. Yeah, so that's all about it. Thank you.
That would be a futuristic discussion with the guests. Now, can I get a raise of hands from members? Please. Pooja.
I don't know how to dance. You have to teach.
Your topic is, which Bollywood character would you invite to your party and why? Which Bollywood character would you invite to your party and why? Pooja.
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. A Bollywood character in my mind comes to Johnny Liver. So when there is a party and you have guests, you of course have to entertain them, take care of them, and arrange for all the time how the host has to manage. So for me, Johnny Liver, I love the way how he is humorous, and also he has a long history of experience in acting. So I feel he would be the best match in a party. Other than that, there is one more character which comes to my mind is myself. So, so yes, with him, I think I would even pair it up better. Thank you.
Please don't miss me if you are calling Johnny Liver in your party. Okay? Now, can I get a raise of hands from guests? Yes, please come.
Hello. We'll have it in hand.
So your topic is describe a perfect late night conversation at a party. Describe a perfect late night conversation at a party.
Almost. Roll. No, the party is going to end. No, it's just only going to start. Because these days, parties doesn't stop till in the morning 4 a.m. I do see in few parties after even the late night, after even their dinner or whatever kind of drinks they talk, finally they land up in talking the family emotional matters. And sometimes if they are software engineers, there is no other goal. They have to yell at their leaders and the managers. They don't have a way to get outburst. So they talk about their managers and they talk about their issues. So that's what is going to happen even after 12. And otherwise, if they are a businessman or if they are a kind of money-minded or something like wealth earning persons, their discussion will be always on what are the other ways to contribute. Even in the 3 a.m. in the morning, they find ways for getting their new business. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jaishankar.
Thank you.
Can I get a raise of hands from members, please? Priyansh? Yes.
Oh, wow.
तुम्हें ना कहना
Aditya, your topic is if pets could throw parties, what would happen? If pets could throw parties, what could happen?
Interesting. Thank you for the topic. If pets could throw parties, now I'm wondering how will they invite us through. If they give me a call, say bow bow bow, bow bow bow, and the cats will say meow meow meow, and we are supposed to understand they're inviting us to their homes, and what other things that they could do. So I guess a dog will give me some sort of biscuits as sort of a welcome treat. Cats, what do cats have? Milk. So I am prepared for a snack of biscuits and milk. And then vegetarians will have a very hard time because you'll have fish and you'll have bones. So for vegetarians, you'll just have to survive on water. And then, if they mess up, because they don't have any rules to mess up. So by mess up, you mean, I feel that you know what I mean by messing up. The floors might become dirty at any point of time. So humans will be there to clean it. So I'm thinking, what sort of party is this? Where human beings are going to help cats and dogs and cows to clean their at the party. And post that, they will also have humans cleaning their. So yeah, it doesn't change. Whether it's their party or our party, we'll still have to clean their. So yeah, according to me, it doesn't change. Even if we host a party, it's a party for them. Even if they host a party, it's party for them as well. So it doesn't change. That's what I feel.
Thank you, Aditya. So that's all about my time for the table topic section. Now I would like to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster, Arna Gupta.
Thank you, Vibha, for such a wonderful session where you managed to include not only our members, but also our guests. And my God, were they some difficult topics. Now, with that, I would like to start the evaluation section. So firstly, I would like to call the first evaluator to evaluate our first speaker. Where are you? Ilango. Toastmaster Ilango.
Once again, good evening, fellow Toastmasters, my dear guest.
Good evening.
Special good evening to my target speaker, Ravikant. Ravikant, your speech is so relatable to me personally because I was spent 1 year in Kolkata. I was experienced that even the specific to that aloo, which is hidden in all the food. I would like to give what I liked in this speech. First one, you sprinkle the humorous across the speech. Like when you said about, when you asked the ice cream, there they said, they smashed the potato on top of the cherry, with that they serve as ice cream. Absolutely perfect, which is matching with humorous. Also, you said that okay. I also like one more highlights. I would like highlights. Whatever I liked in your speech is you start with the question, which is hook the audience. It engaged with them. So it is more what I can say. It's more engaged with audience. So audience also with you, stayed with you, your story. That's great one. Moving to improvement areas. What I suggested is, you said that the first time you ate, your mother served simple rice with dal, which is with unconditional love, right? So this is not the first time you ate with your mother, because since your mother, uncountable times you had the food with your mother. So that time you would have said that I missed out my unconditional love with my mother food, which I returned to home. I tasted that unconditional love, even with simple food, white rice and dal. That could be added flavor to your story. The next one is, conclusion. So conclusion, it could be a little bit more stronger. I didn't see that conclusion is whatever you spent, I forgot. So better your conclusion more stronger. Like, as I said, if you add what is that? That mother story as your conclusion, it will be more added to your structure. So overall, I concluded with your strong positive things. Along with that, this improvement area, whatever I said, if you add it, it could be taken to next level. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ilango. Now, Ilango, we will now have the second evaluator to evaluate the second speech, Toastmaster Priyansh.
Good evening, everyone. Toastmaster Sumit is not in the room, so I'll ask him. I'll share the evaluation offline as well. So Toastmaster Sumit today made us realize that we should always be sweet with the uncles. Maybe we can be on the other side in for a few years. But I'll divide my evaluation in three parts. First, I'll be telling the highlights, then the area of improvement, and then the summary. For area of highlights, I loved how Toastmaster Sumit displayed the conversation with his uncle, where he divided the stage in two parts. When he was standing here and having that conversation, that he really did it very well. And the Golgappa story, where he was standing in the corner and eating the Golgappa, and uncle is trying to pack behind and trying to call him. That part he did it really well. Second is he had humor spring all throughout the speech, whether it was ignoring the first time when uncle called him and he was having the Golgappa, or whether he has a house in Bangalore so that uncle's daughter can marry him. And also he had a great callback when he said that now I was the uncle in the family function. Great part on this humor. The area of improvement I have, so he has this unintentional body movement where he always used to use his hand like this. Alternatively, he will keep on doing this like this. So maybe he can make this intentional and not to use either to collapse hand if he has that habit of always using this, or to make it straight. Second thing is the project objective was to also have non-verbal communication, where when he was standing here and eating the Golgappa and uncle taps from behind, first time he ignores, but second time he looked behind, but he was not having any facial expression. Maybe he could have some disappointment, maybe like but something like this would have added a level to his speech. Also, he could use some different voice modulation while having the conversation with the uncle, where like if uncle is standing here and, hey Sumit, what's your plan for marriage? Like a heavy tone where we could differentiate between who is Sumit and who is the uncle. With Sumit's speech, he was using same pitch all throughout. So I think with great stage uses, where he divided the stage with where he was standing here and uncle was standing here for the conversation, and the humor sprinkled with some improvement in his unintentional body movement, and non-verbal communication, where he could include some of the facial expression, he could take his speech to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyansh, for that excellent evaluation. Now, finally, we'll call upon the third evaluator to evaluate the third speaker. Toastmaster Deepak.
Toastmaster Delsa, good evening. Good evening to all of us here present here. Om Santi Om, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. I was very curious to understand how she is going to put it in a relevant story here. So what I appreciated, Devsa, is that you were able to tell the audience what is coming. Means introduction to the topic was great. Then and you talked about experience of working with them, working with the mentee. So there, your experience of mentee not be timely, or your experience of mentee moving around and then talking over the phone, or you talking over the phone. And in every scene, you were scared that how will the mentee perform. So that is, and your summary was also good. there is no end to mentoring, right? It is a continuous process, and that is how you summarize it. And as far as improvement point is concerned, I was little confused with the scene 1, scene 2, scene 3 as to what is the scene 1 performance in the office. Scene 2 is another performance in the office. Scene 3 is, if that is the case, that could have been clarified. And then somebody is good. There is no end to mentoring. And what I understand is he's still on the path of progress by asking for suggestions from from his mentors. So that is all my feedback is. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. That concludes the evaluations of the prepared speeches. Now I will be calling on my tag team one by one to present their reports. So first, let's have the grammarian, Toastmaster Nikhil.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So good evening again, everybody. Let's go over the grammarian report. So I noticed a few phrases that could have been said better, like when it was said, when uncle asked me this question, everyone becomes silent. It probably should be became silent. And when we are kids, I think it should be we were kids. I also noticed some good phrases, use of alliteration as well in Ravi's speech when he said invisible ingredient for potato. Also some phrases like deep romantic relationship with potato that enhance the phrase. Also when he said endless, ruthless, tasteless, 50 shades of potato. Also in Sumit's speech, I noticed he drew a parallel between conversation with elders as an interview. So that was again a good way to say this. Also in Devsha's speech, I noticed rule of 3 multiple times when she described the mentee as confident, articulate, and extremely polished, and goals, check-in, and periodic reviews. So this brings a little bit of structure to the speech and the point. Then also I noticed an antithesis, try to maintain peace in chaos. Also when Ilango said humor was sprinkled throughout the speech. So that is a good way to say that the speech was humorous. So yeah, that's all. If you want a detailed report, do meet me after the meeting. I'll be happy to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nikhil. Next, let's have the R counter, Toastmaster Badri.
Badri, 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 Badri.
Thank you, everyone. Your party police is back. Before giving the final report, I would like to say what I missed in the introduction part. So we also have something called CRPF. This is required with respect to the filler words, the repeated passes, and the filler zones. It's our responsibility to pay attention to all these things when a speaker delivering his speech. Now I'm coming with the final party violation report. Let's go with the speakers at first. Speaker 1 Ravi was found creating 3 noise distribution by using repeated ha. The angry neighbor, the other half of me, has officially filed a complaint. Speaker 2 Sumit was found creating 3 notch distributions in the neighborhood using repeated ha. Again, the angry neighbor filed official complaint. And let's go with the people who are not violated the party. Speaker 3, Debsha, GE Arna, and the TMOD Maria, table topic speaker Sayuj, and the table topic master Vaiba. Let's go with the evaluators. Evaluator 1, Ilango, attempted to enter several conversations using counterfeit passes known as like. So here, when I refer like, it is fake party passes. As a result, the neighborhood acts security to inform this to the police department. Evaluator 2, Priyansh, was found creating several notch distributions in the neighborhood using repeated ha. Again, the angry neighborhood flagged a complaint. And evaluator 3, Deepak, also had a repeated ha. Again, the neighborhood had filed a complaint for the police department. This is my complete investigation report. Thank you, everyone.
Next, let's have Toastmaster Nivedita as a timer.
So unlike fellow Toastmaster Badri, I don't have many complaints. I'll press in the timer report, and I'm happy to say that all of you, there are no disqualifications in the prepared speeches or in the evaluation section. Debsha has taken 7 minutes, 22 seconds, which is within the time limit. In the table topics, I think Sayuj and Pooja were so much in the party mode, they were at a loss for words, and they did not meet the 1 minute mark, but they have almost like 2 seconds short, so that is okay. Others, the guests and the other, Aditya did not have any disqualification. Overall, you can come to me for individual time reports, but as of now, this is my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nivedita. I have saved the best for last, because now we have a special role taker, our bluff master. Any guesses? You're wrong. I'm kidding.
Thank you, everyone. Raise your hand if you have attended this meeting with full attention. Okay. We'll get to know in next 5 minutes. Okay. So are you all ready for the Bluff Master game? No?
Yeah.
It's okay. Let's start. There is only 2 rules. If you know the answer, raise your hand. And second rule is follow the first rule. Okay. So, my first statement that I have noted is special ingredient of tasty food is black pepper and ginger juice. Is this a fact or is this? These all sentences come from today's meeting, okay? So, is this a fact or is this a bluff? Somil.
It's a bluff.
Okay, what is the right answer?
I don't remember the exact phrase. It was like.
Okay, who knows the answer?
Ari, thank you.
50.
I was just saying, like, let me complete.
You get only 2 seconds, sorry.
I was.
Okay, please.
So I was saying mother's love and something was the sentence. No.
Wrong. See. Great. Right answer. Okay. Okay, second one. Shankar has 400 boats game.
Enough.
Great. Let's have a round of applause. Okay, the third one. Badri is angry neighbor of today's meeting.
please follow the rules. Please, please. I request. Adi, you are laughing so much. Answer. Please. Okay, fourth one. And whosoever answer this, please meet me after the meeting. I need the more description. AI will take over our jobs. Aditi. Aditi, please go ahead.
Take away some repetitive jobs.
So it's a fact or bluff?
Somewhere agreed.
My job depends on it. Okay, go ahead with the next question. In Indian wedding, free food comes with free suggestions. Is this a bluff or a fact? Sorry, what's your name? Alok, please go ahead. Sorry, you're wrong. No, you're done. Yes, yes, Sam, go ahead. Okay, what's the right answer? Good, good. It's correct. Yeah.
We should question.
Yeah, okay. So next one is Pooja will invite Johnny Liver in the party. Sayuj.
True.
Correct. And the last one. Adi will have cold coffee and biscuits in the animal party. Jurmin. Okay, what's the right answer? Yeah, correct. Thank you. With this, we end the game. Thank you everyone for participating. Over to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we are on a timer. I mean, I'm on a timer, but by extension, we are all on a timer. And we'll be playing a fun game, fun for you, terrifying for me. So the way this will work is I'll pass this Toto, Tommy, Arna, Sparkles, Unicorn to Akshay, and he'll pass it to a role taker. And when he passes it to a role taker, I will give them their evaluation. The role taker will then pass it on to another role taker. And this will go on till we are done with all role takers. The unicorn will only be passed to role takers. Okay? Toastmaster Nivedita, our timer. What a wonderful job you did when you came on stage and said, well, the party should go on forever, but this meeting will not. I will make sure of it. I loved the fact that you brought in some fun and you introduced your role clearly. One thing I would like to see going forward is the specific times. I know it takes a little bit of time on stage, but I think it's warranted for everybody to know exactly how much time they took on stage. Toastmaster. Yeah. Can we decide? Okay. Toastmaster Pragya. What an amazing entrance. People dream of stopping the hearts of half the audience, and you did it with 2 simple lines. This is my last time on stage. I have no major feedback for you. Not only did I love your introduction, I loved your questions, and especially the fact that you hounded Somil. That was also pretty fun for me. So 10 on 10, please repeat. Let's have the repast. I would really like to appreciate that everybody's going in order. So Toastmaster Badri, our accountant, I love that you had those little cutouts on your board as the party police. Though I did notice that in the introduction, you did miss introducing your role. So not everybody who's new here, especially, we have a lot of guests in the room, they might not have a very exact idea of what an accountant is. So while you did make it up in the end, next time you come on the stage, now that you are a member and you have been taking roles a lot, I would love to see you introduce your role in the beginning alongside the fun. Pass. I love Tripti coordinating the, okay. we have the woman of the hour, Toastmaster Maria. What a wonderful TMOD. I was scared to put my name as GE when you were the TMOD. And all my fears have come true. What a wonderful meeting you've set up, from all the decorations on stage, behind the stage, outside the door even. I especially love the fact that you brought in games that made it feel like a house party, and the way you actively listen. I remember this one remark, which is you told us an incident where a kid called you auntie and you were like, what auntie? Absolutely loved it. You made the stage feel like home for everybody who walked on. If I had an extremely minor nitpick, the first game where we were split into teams, I think it could have been easier if you could have just said my right side team 1, my left side team 2, instead of trying to figure out who are the partiers and the planners. But other than that, wonderful from beginning to end, especially with the active listening. Yeah. Toastmaster Ravikant, what a wonderful speech. A recipe for the soul. I agree with your points. A bit of hunger and a lot of love can make any dish amazing. I especially loved the theme of potato that you had throughout your speech, and the fact that you completely met your objective. It's very hard to get a grasp of speeches as soon as you start giving them, and this is your second speech and you've done a wonderful job. I don't have any major feedback for you. Please keep coming on stage, and please keep telling us about your wonderful potatoes and recipes. Toastmaster Deepak, I love to see your improvement on stage. I remember Akshay giving you countless feedbacks, and everybody in the audience remembers your voice modulation was a feedback. And I can't give that to you today. I think you managed that pretty well. Your evaluation also, you talked about the highlights and the lowlights. If I had to give you a suggestion, please give us a summary. We all have very low attention spans. It is nice to have a nice summary of the points that you appreciated and the points of improvement. With that, would love to see you come evaluate again. Let's pass the R now. We're cutting that from the recording, right? Toastmaster Nikhil, you have taken the grammarian role multiple times, and it shows the way you come on stage, the way you have an exact list of the well done usages and the usages that need a bit of improvement. I don't have any major feedback for you, except if to remind the audience to do a thumbs up, because other people might be new, even if you're experienced, and the pronunciation of the word of the day, which was convenient. That is the way you say it. Yeah. So I feel like with those two very minor improvements, you're on your way. I kind of envisioned it being thrown around. Okay. Toastmaster Priyansh, what a wonderful evaluation. Not only was it structured, you gave demonstrations for the specific points you used. I absolutely admire that in an evaluator. One thing I would say is when we are on stage and when we are evaluating a speaker, we try to use language that reflects that it is our opinion and not a stated fact. So for example, you said he has a habit of doing a certain thing. Instead of that, you could have softened the language with, I have noticed that he has a tendency of doing this during the speech. This encourages the speakers to come on stage, and also makes it clear that the evaluation is for the speech and not for them as a person. Elango. Another evaluation. I love the fact that you mentioned the timing, the purpose of the speech, the project. I really like the fact that you had a structure to your evaluation, which made it easy to follow. If I had a little bit of confusion in your speech, because when you said the points of improvement, you failed to give an exact example for them. So for example, when you say the conclusion I didn't feel was strong, you need to say what the conclusion was and then suggest a stronger conclusion. That is how speakers get better. Same thing for even the things that you appreciate. When you say humor is sprinkled throughout the speech, you need to mention the specific points that were humorous across the speech. With that in mind, I'm sure with your excellent structure, you have a long way to go. Toastmaster Vibha, our table topic master. I love the fact that you have such an encouraging demeanor whenever you're on stage. Even though you were asking for a raise of hands, everybody was very eager to come on stage and approach it. I love that all the topics were of the party theme. If I had one feedback, it would be to keep the topics a little simpler, especially for the guests. You had extremely interesting topics. Next time, have a mix of a little simpler topics. What was the last party you went to? That would come easier to the mind, maybe for a guest. Thank you. Mani. Our presiding officer of the day, Mani. I struggled to find feedback for you. Not only did you enter the stage with an excellent dance, you also explained Toastmasters, the awards, and specifically what the awards meant, which makes a big difference for guests. I don't have any specific feedback for you. Wonderful job done. Really welcome the meeting. Yeah. Toastmaster Somil, what a wonderful way you open the meeting. I really love I have written a little poem. If you're happy and you want to party, clap your hands. And I would like to thank him for coordinating all the music for everybody who came on stage. I have no particular feedback for you. You can pass the unicorn. Yeah. Toastmaster Deepsha, wonderful speech. When a 10-year speaker comes like you comes on stage, there isn't really much to say. I really love the 3-part structure, and I don't have any specific feedback for you.
He's not.
Okay. Toastmaster Pooja, where is she? Toastmaster Pooja, very well kept, followed the script, kept the time, personalized it with a little introduction. I felt like there were some points in the script where you felt a little stuck, but I think one practice run and you are good to go. You not only kept your time, you made up for the time that everybody else took. And when you ended your session, we were right on time at the meeting, which I think was beyond excellent. Thank you. Okay, Sumit is not there. Have I covered everybody?
Yes.
All roll tables have been covered. I am out of time. So any table topic speakers who would like their feedback can come meet me after the meeting. Thank you so much. We will have the second vote, bit.ly/BHTM.vote2.
If anyone wants to scan the QR, it's on my app.
Is there anybody struggling with the link? I see everybody very keen on the voting. How many votes do we have?
Can use the Wi-Fi. Yes, there is. You have 7 Wi-Fi can use much on your password. Password, everything is small.
Do we? Do we have the votes?
Please keep voting. If somebody hasn't finished voting, please keep voting. With that, I would like to hand the stage back to our presiding officer and president, Toastmaster Mani.
Let's hear it up for our general evaluator who has meticulously done and passed along with that, whatever we call it, sparkle doodle. Yes. Let's hear it up for our general evaluator. Thank you so much, Arnav, not only evaluating on the spot, but also passing the cue spontaneously and making everyone to come on stage focus. Yes. So moving on to our next segment, which will be more about the announcements of today's or what is coming up next for our Bright Hearts. A very important announcement to all the Bright Hearts members, especially that we are all having the executive committee roles nomination open, and you can all go ahead and submit your nominations. Please note the last date for the nomination is June 4th. And the elections will happen in our next meeting, which is on June 7th at the same venue, 4 o'clock. And everyone's presence is very, very important to decide and to cast your vote to choose the best officer for each role in the executive committee. Are we all set, Bright Hearts? Yeah. Perfect. So moving on to our next announcement, which is about an outdoor meeting, and it's happening. With the same spirit, we are going to do that outdoor meeting on June 21st. In that weekend, the Saturday, which is June 20, and Sunday is June 21st. There is a poll which is coming up in our group to choose your availability, and I would like to see house full of Bright Hearts to nominate for the 2-day outdoor gathering. And that is the opportunity where we can all meet together as Bright Hearts, as a family, and also do some outdoor meeting. And in case if there is someone else wants to join, like any other club, we would like to open that entry as well. Yes. So are we clear?
Yes.
Yes. So moving on to our next things. So may I request any guest to come on stage to share your meeting experience? Yes.
Thank you. Really, every one of you are bright hearts. The moment I walked in, out of my 10 years of Toastmasters experience with Tamil Nadu, and I attended different clubs. I've been a backbone of bringing few clubs in the districts where the clubs were not there. The moment I walked in, whether we are getting into any movie theater or Toastmaster club, there's something, all lights are glowing, and then I came and said that they called the evaluator, 3 gentlemen's name is Deepak. Music was played. Again, it's whether Toastmaster club or any movie theater. So definitely this Toastmasters club, what I attended today uniquely out of the 10 years of my Toastmasters journey, is definitely a wonderful and mind-blowing Toastmasters meeting, which is happening with all of you. And I sat and start started writing feedbacks. So I would say that you all members and whoever the guest comes inside, you club them also along with you and make them as very high energy and enthusiastic person, and you make dancers as well. Who doesn't want to dance also are coming to the stage and dancing. And next thing is, the gallery is like a movie theater, not like a traditional Toastmasters club. Wonderful. Kudos to the XCOM. And the very beautiful thing is that, like we see a hero dancing in the heroine dancing in the movie, and the playback sound is coming up. You call the name and echo from the behind and put the music, and it actually changes the environment a very high energy and good. And next thing is, I also recommend you, XCOM, to come up with a best dancer award for the meeting. Best dancer award for the meeting. Definitely, your club deserves that. You are making dancers, and probably, and you can come with a cup or an award or something for the best dancer of the day, so that they get energized and come prepare dance for the next time. Thank you. It's a wonderful meeting I attended today. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable feedback and also the experiences. Yes. Anyone wants? Yes. One. Oh.
Hi everyone. So this was one of my very first Toastmasters experience, and I'm very glad, Sayush, that you invited me, because I mean this experience was phenomenal. I mean, I think I'm also grateful that I came to a house party setting, because it did not feel like a Toastmasters club, where there are agendas, you have like a structure to follow. It literally felt like I just came to a house party where people are introducing themselves, people are dancing on the stage, and I mean, it was very amazing. It was a great experience for me. I would love to, attend more of these and see all of you more. The people here are so friendly. They're so, I mean, open and welcoming to new guests. So this was a phenomenal experience. Thank you.
Yes. Now we have one more guest who is eager to share the experience. Please welcome Aditi.
Yeah, I wouldn't deny that I wasn't eager, because every time the table topic, this thing was coming up, I was raising my hand, but I wasn't noticed. So thank you for giving me the option. So I think I've been to the previous meeting, I think about a month ago. Then in between I was traveling and things happened. But even again today, when I heard all the stories, right from Ravikant's story about his mother giving him rice and dal, and the way he even explained ghee, I love ghee. So the way he was telling me, I was also getting hungry on the side. But yeah, I think the sole reason I came here was for the people and the stories. And I'm really glad that I would be, like, I'm interested to now become a member of the club, and I hope to see you all more. And yeah, just looking forward to more stories. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your feedback, Toastmaster Aditi, and also we love to welcome to become a member. Yes, moving on to the final announcements of the evening, that is our meeting results. The best table topic winner goes to Toastmaster Aditya.
Any other sounds?
Yes, any other sounds? Yes. So it was how nice to see Aditya coming on stage and giving that on-spot animals party. So no one would have imagined, but you made that all the plot twist also identified the menu for them, welcoming the guests. I think you composed all the topic in the full structure as well. Great job. Congratulations on this one. Moving on to our best auxiliary role award goes to Toastmasters Somil. Somil Gupta, who is always on job for his duty. Majority of the times, maybe whatever people notice or not notice, all the tech setup, whatever you're seeing in the meeting, if you have come anytime before 3:30, it won't happen. But he is the man who makes all of this and making it the room very special and also having an amazing activity for all the members to energize the room. Let's congratulations, Somil. Let's hear it for it. Moving on to our best role player award goes to Toastmaster Maria. Congratulations. Yes. So as I said at the start, house party, how it has to be, all the new things, all the new setup, or even the play along with the role takers. I was so surprised how this theme will gel well to the Toastmasters, but Toastmaster Maria, you have done and made this meeting so flawlessly with all the planning, all the hard work behind how the theme has to place. Congratulations once again on this one. So moving on to our next role taker, the best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Priyansh. So Toastmaster Priyansh, who evaluated a very special project with respect to when it comes to the body language, has broken down into each and every detail, and you ensured that the speaker gets a valid feedback and also a constructive suggestions. As congratulations on this one. So moving on to our best speaker of the day, award goes to Toastmaster Ravikant. So Toastmaster Ravikant, I think today you have taken us all to our own homes, all the memories with your speech, all sprinkled throughout, and at the core message of the importance of home food, of everyone's mother's serving. So really enjoyed your speech and congratulations on your winning once again. Yes, let's hear it up for all our winners. You want lights? Is it better? Congratulations. Thank you. So I would like to say that anytime if you hear the word of house party, whether it's Bright Hearts or any of the Toastmasters, do you know what you have to do? First and foremost, be that first person to do RSVP. That is where today we are all having a Bright Hearts, and even guests also can join the after meeting party, which is happening at What's in the Name, Kormangla. I hope all the group members who are all here will be appearing over there as well, What's in the Name, and let's enjoy and have the fun, whether it is house party or after meeting party. With that being said, I would like to close this meeting number 82. So let's all join on stage.